Tournament Center. I'm Randy Buehler here with Brian David-Marshall. We're about halfway through day 2. The players are putting their 40-card decks aside. Time to get the standard decks back out. We got 4 rounds left to find out who's going to be playing in that top 8. So far, almost certainly Luis Scott-Vargas. He has continued his hot streak. He's 6-0 limited. He's sitting 10-0, the only undefeated player left in the tournament for a couple of rounds. This guy is absolutely on fire.
Unreal. Every time you walk up to the feature match area, he's been sitting there, center stage, every round. Huge crowds, huge mobs. Players who you think of as the best in the game are just shaking their heads at his performance. Over the last couple months. They're like, wow, Luis Scott-Vargas, unreal. Everyone's just amazed by him. He's 1 win away. He needs 1 more win to all but lock it up.
Yes. Now, he was not the only person to go 6-0 in draft, though. The way this worked out with the pods, because people had played standard for 4 rounds first, there were actually fully 9 people who went undefeated in the limited portion. Luis Scott-Vargas did it. Matteo Orsini-Jones won on pod 2, so he's sitting in 2nd place in the tournament right now. He's on 9-1, so really good shape for him. And then Jan Massacard wins pod 3. He went 6-0 in limited. He's also 1 match off LSV's pace. A couple losses left to give is where you want to be with 4 to go. Congratulations also, Yuma Shiota, Robert Van Mettervoort, Reinhold Kohl, Tobias Heinrich, Jan Mertens, and Eric Jones all put up to 6-0 in limited. Now we get to find out who still feels good about their standard decks.
I tell you, there's a whole page of people here who are in contention for the top 8. There 3 losses is almost certainly going to make it. Not everyone with 3 losses. Yeah, not even close.
The projected cut is somewhere amongst the 11-3 players. So if you get 3 losses, you need help. If you've got 2 losses, you feel like, well, at least I control my own destiny.
Right. If you have 24 points right now, you have to feel pretty good going into.
And there are the 3 guys above the field, right? Scott-Vargas, Orsini-Jones, and Massacard. But then you look at the X and 2s, the 8 and 2 players. There are some big-time names there. Gabriel Nassif.
Former Player of the Year, Shada Yasuoka.
Yes.
In 4th place right now.
Reigning Player of the Year, Shuhei Nakamura.
Yeah. British National Champion, Jonathan Randall.
Yeah.
Robert Van Mettervoort, who World Team Champion 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Charles Gindy, Brandon Shield, Shingo Korihara, Ben Lundquist, Masahiko Morita. I'm waiting. I want Morita to break through and get that top 8 finally.
I'm down
in the 21s.
Cedric
here.
Phillips is the only other
Cedric
name you got
Phillips.
circled there.
Sorry, went down too low. Those are 21s. Those guys still have a shot.
Right, but they got to win out pretty much.
And they got to win out, and they need their breakers to go tumble, fortunately.
So that list is Brandon Shield, Gindy, Kurihara, Lundquist, Morita, Saito, Marin Lebert, Brian Kowal, Nico Boni. Got a bunch of players still very much in this tournament. And now we get the standard decks back out again, where you were looking at some of the stats for the decks that did well in the first 4 rounds, and we've been saying boat brew, but...
Well, of deck archetypes that had 100 matches,
okay,
boat brew was the best.
Okay.
All right, it's like 56% match win percentage. But Red White Kithkin, which has well under 100 matches, the deck that a lot of people said, well, if you want to beat boat brew, you have to play Red White Kithkin. Red White Kithkin has almost a 70% match win percentage, like 50 or 60 matches.
Wow.
70%. This, I think, could be the sleeper deck of the tournament. You know, a picture a torpedo just going under the waves, right at the boat. Yeah, it's and if you look at Mono White Kithkin, the match win percentage drops precipitously down to like 56 or 55%.
Okay, so that little touch of red.
That little touch of red is crucial to like repairing terrible matchups. Okay. Being able to kill a Still Moon Cavalier with a Mog Fanatic.
Sure.
Being able to lock the 5-color control deck out with a Johnny Vengeance. Exactly. So I think Red White Kithkin, we could be seeing a handful of those come Sunday.
Fair enough. What are you going to be looking for these next 4 rounds then? You can't talk about LSV. Everybody's going to be watching LSV.
I can't not talk about LSV. I mean, you can't not talk about it. I mean, everyone's going to be watching him. Will he draw, or is he just going to keep winning? I mean, like, is he going to jinx himself with a draw? Like, he's just, it's unreal. I want to see how he does with his deck.
Yeah. He's running black-white tokens.
Black-white tokens, a deck no one else on his team
did well with.
He said everyone else did 500 or lower with the deck. The real thing I'm looking for is Gabriel Nassif. He's just an unreal player. 8 Pro Tour top 8s. Again, playing a deck. A lot of the other people playing the 5-color control deck, that you can see the deck tech.
Yeah.
It's up right now. A lot of the other players who played it, or I talked to Michael Jacob, and I'm like, what are you playing? He's like, 5-color control, and regretting every single one of the 60 cards in the deck.
And yet Nassif 4-0'd.
Yet Nassif 4-0'd and is in great shape to make his 9th top 8.
That will be fun to watch. We'll be watching. Keep your browser tuned to MagicTheGathering.com. We'll be bringing you live coverage as we boil down to that top 8. Those are the guys who are going to play off for the money tomorrow. For Brian David-Marshall, this is Randy Buehler. See you soon.